Hi, this is Brad Linder with Liliputing, and this is not a Chromecast audio. It looks like one, but it's called an AudioCast, and it's a device that has a similar function. You plug it into a speaker, and then you can use your phone to control music playback on that speaker. It sells for a similar price. It's about $39, which is actually a few dollars more than a Chromecast audio, and it's pitched as a device that's more versatile, although in practice it's sort of 6 of one, half dozen of another. It's a device that is a little bit thicker than a regular Chromecast, but looks pretty much the same, and it's tiny, fits in your fingers. You can slide it into your pocket when it's not in use. And the idea is you plug in a power source, and it boots in just a couple of seconds, and you can connect it to your 802.11n Wi-Fi network by pressing the WPS button and then firing up an app on your phone to pair it with your phone. It's a little bit wonky. It can sometimes disconnect unexpectedly, or it can be a little bit difficult to get it hooked up. But when everything works properly, it's a nice little device. I'll show you how it works. So probably the coolest feature is the way that it uses multi-room audio. So right now I've got it set up so that it should be playing music on this speaker, but it's not. There we go. Told you it can be a little bit wonky at times. So here we go. Playing music. Alright, so we've got music playing on one speaker. And this is the one designated kitchen, because that's where I normally keep this Bluetooth speaker. But then if I switch to this view, we can see that I can go to my office and choose what's playing there. I can also tap and hold and slide it on top of the other and pair them so that now we have multi-room audio, and that means that the same songs will be playing on both speakers. And you'll hear an audio tone saying playback in sync when that happens. Now you can control the volume independently, and you can choose left channel and right channel if you'd like.
Right channel, left channel, left channel.
Well, that was a little confusing. But anyways, now when we play, it should come out of both speakers. So you can set your music independently or together. They're both playing left channel right now, but
right channel.
You can set it up so that it goes any combination of ways that you would like. And then you can go into the settings, rename your speakers, see what content is available for your device, and so on. Now, speaking of content, in addition to playing music that is on your phone itself, you can, let's try swiping, there we go. Go in here and we can search, go to our favorites, view My Music, which is local media. Go to Pandora, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, or Spotify. Now, Spotify, you need to have a Spotify premium account. TuneIn works without a pro account. I haven't really tried Pandora or iHeartRadio yet, but it's going to be sort of a mixed bag. And I guess the idea here is that you can control everything from a single application, which is kind of nice. But the nice thing about the Chromecast audio experience is that you don't need a single application. You use it to get set up, but then you just open up Spotify or Google Play Music or any other applications that you want, and you just use that to play your music. It streams automatically and doesn't stream through your phone, but streams straight from the internet. So Chromecast Audio has a couple things going for it. First, it's actually a few dollars cheaper. This sells for $39, and the Chromecast Audio sells for $35. Second, Chromecast Audio supports 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, and when it first launched, it didn't support multi-room audio, but now it does through a software update. So one of the key selling points, I think, of AudioCast is not necessarily a distinguishing factor anymore. There are applications available for Android and for iPhone, and if you look at the specifications, it tells you some of the apps it works with and how it works, and also suggests that you should be able to stream music from network-attached storage devices using Apple AirPlay, DLNA, that's hard to say out loud, and so on. So, you know, in terms of multi-room audio, it's kind of a nifty little device, and it does deliver on what it's supposed to do. I'm not convinced that it's a better purchase than a Chromecast, especially considering it actually is a tiny bit more expensive, but it's an nifty little device if you're looking for something that will let you stream music to multiple speakers throughout your house, so you can synchronize them or control them independently and do those sorts of things from a single application. So this is a quick look at the Chromecast audio. I was sent a couple of review samples so I could try the multi-room experience, and while it can be a little bit iffy on the Wi-Fi performance and staying connected, when it works, it does do exactly what it's supposed to do. And it seems like it works sometimes. So I know it's not exactly a ringing endorsement, but I really like the Chromecast audio, and I think AudioCast doesn't quite live up to it. But if Chromecast audio didn't exist, I think that this would be a much more interesting device, and it is something that's supposed to compete. If you go to the AudioCast website, and I'll put a link in the description to this video, they have a chart showing all of the things that this is supposed to be able to do that Chromecast can't, and it's not entirely true. For instance, it talks about being able to stream media directly from your phone. While there's no built-in application for Chromecast that does that, there are third-party applications that allow you to do that with Chromecast. And I'm doing something kind of funny here anyway. I'm using a Bluetooth speaker, so really that's my preferred way of streaming music to a speaker, is just straight from my phone to Bluetooth, because I don't have to spend as much time worrying about setting up a connection and synchronizing the connection, and I rarely need multi-room audio solutions. But if you do need multi-room audio, a Bluetooth speaker isn't going to do that, and so something like Chromecast Audio or AudioCast are some of the cheapest ways to do that, because a Sonos system or some of the other premium settings and services, they can be much, much more expensive, hundreds of dollars per speaker or per speaker connection. And this is $39, and a Chromecast Audio is just $35. So this is Brad Linder with Liliputing, and just sort of a quick overview of the AudioCast. You can read more details at liliputing.com.